afternoon. It's been a while since I uploaded my last video. First, no, bago ako mag-proceed no, sa aking topic, gusto ko munang magpasalamat sa inyong lahat sa patuloy na pagtangkilik sa mga uploads natin. And I hope nakakapagbigay ito ng kaalaman sa inyo, no, at in a way nakakatulong sa pagharap nyo sa mga legal issues. Okay? So if you have any questions, kung may mga legal matters na gusto kayong itulog, may mga legal concerns, please email me, no, para ma-address ko o matulungan ko, no. It may take some time bago po ako sumagot sa email, but I will try my best, no, to accommodate all of you. Alright, so for today's topic, I will be discussing the right to custody over children. So, yung tanong, okay, when the home is torn apart, okay, and the child has to go one way, okay, or to choose, no, between the mother and the father, who enjoys the right to get custody of the child, okay, or the children? Kanino ba? Sino ba ang mas may karapatan sa kustodiya ng mga bata? Okay? So, it happens, diba? It really happens, no? May mga pagkakataon na talaga hindi nagiging maganda yung relationship ng ni nanay at ni tatay. Okay? To the point na umaabot sa diba, pag-aaway kung kanino ba, diba, sino ba yung mas may karapatan sa custody ng bata. So, it saddens me kasi yung pinaka-affected talaga, no, kapag nagkakaroon ng problema, no, sa bahay, especially between the spouses, yung bata, no. So, as much as possible, kung may chance pa, let us try to reconcile, no, and consider yung best, no, para sa ating mga anak, okay? But when it comes to a situation na talagang hindi na kaya, no, na ayusin, no, at involved na nga yung issue, no, regarding the custody of the child or the children, sino ba, diba, kanino ba dapat mapunta yung mga bata? Okay, so yung sagot sa tanong, una, i-consider natin yung status, okay, ng bata. Okay, una, titignan natin, legitimate ba siya or illegitimate. Okay, kung siya ay legitimate, meaning yung mga parents ay legally married, ito yung rule, no, na mag-a-apply. So, as a general rule, kung yung bata ay below, okay, 7 years old, ang custody po ay sa nanay, okay, sa biological mother. However, kung yung anak, okay, ay over 7 years old or more than 7 years old already, they can now choose, okay, kanino nila gustong sumama. Sa nanay ba nila o sa tatay nila? Okay? E papaano naman po kung hindi kami kasal? Okay? Pero nagkaroon kami ng mga anak. Paano po ba yung magiging custody? Kanino po ba mapupunta yung mga bata? Okay? The rule is different. Okay? If the legal status of the child is legitimate, yung tinatawag nating right of choice, hindi mag-a-apply, no? In cases where the child is legitimate, wala siyang right of choice. Okay? Kasi ang custody, no, ang sole parental authority only belongs to the biological mother. Okay? So, very simple, no? Kapag legitimate, below 7 years old, mother. Okay? More than 7 years old, may karapatang mamili yung bata sa nanay or sa tatay. Pero kung illegitimate, it's only the biological mother who has the sole parental authority over the child. Yung rule na the custody belongs to the mother will not apply kung makakapagbigay ka ng valid ground for the disqualification of the mother, that she is not capable of rearing the child. Hindi niya kayang alagaan yung kanyang anak. Now, tignan natin ano-ano ba yung mga compelling reasons, no, para hindi mapunta sa custody ng nanay yung bata. According to jurisprudence, ito yung ilang mga compelling reasons, no, para hindi ibigay yung custody ng minor no, child or minor children sa kanyang nanay. Una, neglect. Okay? Neglect, ibig sabihin si nanay pabaya. Okay? Hindi niya kayang alagaan ng maayos yung bata. Okay? Pangalawa, abandonment. Pangatlo, unemployment. Wala siyang kakayahan para maibigay yung basic needs ng bata. Immorality. No, hindi magiging maganda yung environment kasi may mga hindi magandang ginagawa, no, yung nanay. Hindi siya magiging good example sa kanyang anak. Okay, habitual drunkenness. Ayan, palaging umiinom ng alak. Okay, drug addict. Minamaltrato ang bata. Okay, merong sakit sa pag-iisip o merong nakakahawang sakit. Ito yung provide, no, ng court ng mga compelling reasons para i-disregard, no, yung mother, okay, sa pangangalaga ng bata. For illegitimate children, wala po silang right of choice. Okay, the sole parental authority belongs to the biological mother. Okay? What if merong mga compelling reasons, no, may mga grounds for disqualification? Okay, lasinggera si nanay, drug addict si nanay. Okay, kanino ba mapupunta yung custody kung yung bata ay illegitimate? Kung below 7 years old at kung hindi fit ng nanay para alagaan yung kanyang anak, susundin natin yung pagkakasunod-sunod. Sino yung may karapatan, no, para mag-exercise ng parental authority dun sa bata. So, ayon sa list, after the biological mother, yung surviving grandparent, no, yung merong right to get the custody of the child or the children. Kung wala ng surviving grandparent, wala ng lolo at lola, sa side po to, no, ng biological mother, pwede yung kanyang oldest brother or sister over 21 years of age. Okay? Unless, again, unfit or disqualified sila. And lastly, kung sino yung may actual custody ng bata, provided that the said person is over 21 at hindi din siya unfit or disqualified. Okay? Kung itong tatlo, no, ay hindi present, walang surviving grandparent, wala din siyang kapatid, walang actual custodian, okay, walang nag-aalaga sa bata. Okay, sino ngayon ang merong right, no, over the custody of the child? Hindi nating i-consider si tita at si tito or other relatives of the minor who has actual custody over the children. Kung mapapansin natin dun sa list, no, of persons who can exercise substitute parental authority over the child in case na maging unfit, no, or ma-disqualify yung biological mother. Ang nabanggit lang doon, 'di ba, surviving grandparent, oldest brother or sister, child's actual custodian, or yung uncles and aunts and other relatives of the minor who has actual custody. So, dito sa Article 216, no, hindi nabanggit yung biological father. Ibig sabihin ba nun, wala na siyang chance to have custody of the child? So, hindi na ba siya mabibigyan, no, ng pagkakataon na makuha, maalagaan yung mga bata? Case of Renaline Masbate versus Ricky Relucio. Tatay, no, ng illegitimate children, hindi naman sila disqualified, no, by law to take custody, okay, of his minor illegitimate children. Okay, in the event na yung nanay, okay, is found to be unfit, okay, for grounds considered as compelling reason. So even if explicitly hindi nabanggit, no, yung father ng illegitimate children, okay, here's this case, 'di ba? Sinasabi niya na hindi porket wala siya dun sa order, no, sa Article 216, ibig sabihin disqualified na siya or wala na siyang right, no, to take custody of his minor illegitimate children. So it's a case-to-case basis, no. So the court, 'di ba, will still give you a chance to prove, 'di ba, that you are capable, no, to provide what's best for the child. Diba? Mga compelling reason para ma-disqualify siya, 'di ba? As the father of the illegitimate children, it's your duty, 'di ba, to prove na in lieu, okay, of the mother, ikaw, 'di ba, yung mas may karapatan sa kustodiya ng iyong mga anak at kaya mong i-provide, 'di ba, yung yung kailangan ng mga bata. Kasi at the end of the day, when the court is deciding a case, especially kung yung issue is about the custody, ang laging primordial consideration of the court is the welfare, okay, the best interest of the child. Naway kayo'y may natutunan sa videong ito. Kung may mga katanungan o nais kayong liwanagin, ilagay niyo lamang ito sa comment section. Huwag kalilimutan na i-like ang video na ito at i-hit ang subscribe button para mapanood ang iba pang mga videos.